Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 4th of July 2024. It's 11:51 a.m. and I'm gonna do a Bowling Green strategy breakdown for premium tier futures. So I wrote up something in the trade and development section, and I'm gonna kind of just break down how these VWAP Bowling Green reversals work, right? So just a quick video, nothing too in depth because I already wrote up what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna kind of demonstrate on the chart what it looks like, right? So this right here is the second lower deviation VWAP. This might be a little too big. All right. And that's the first lower deviation VWAP, right? So at this point here is like 830, and we're starting to build that structure between these levels, right? So we're getting support buying here. From the downtrend, we're starting to move sideways. We're bouncing in between first and second lower deviation. And now going into the open is here, high volume coming in. We're catching like, all right, so we opened at this level right here. Let me see if I can make that really big. Let's open up this right here. All right, so we have the accumulation structure, right, in between first and second lower deviation, right, coming into the open. So we're breaking above here before the open, which is this level right here, right? We opened at this level. Before the open, we already broke out from the first lower deviation. We had a retest back into the structure, right? And then we have this this entry right here, which is it's the opening of this candle right here at let's see what level that was. All right, that was at 55.6250, right? So 55.6250, we had a little retest right there just below to about 55.6225, right? So it opened here, we pushed down, and then we came back up. Now at this point, you could either enter on the break above this candle here, but that's still before the open, so that's kind of risky. You know, you're gonna get wicked out like at the open. They might retest below this level here again, right? So you could take an entry somewhere here before the open. A 4-point stop is gonna, let's see where a 4-point stop is gonna be here. Let's say you enter right here. Four-point stop is there, and right, so you should still be in the trade at that point, right? If you entered, but it's still risky to enter before wait, hold on. This is supposed to be center back, right? So this is still risky because at the open we could still push down and hit your stop, right? So let's say we're staying cautious and we're doing this at the open. So we're gonna enter the open and we're gonna take this off right now, right? So this is the open candle right here. If you entered as soon as we open or wait for the pullback here, so we opened at roughly 55.6425, that little pullback right there, and we started pushing back up, you could enter on the break above this candle here at around 55.65. Now you're gonna run into VWAP, right? So let's do that. Let's do the trade again. Let's do this setup right here. So you take an entry right there, 4-point stop, which is going to be below this first lower deviation. Make sure this is center back. Right. So you're going to be below first lower deviation, that green line right there, 4-point stop. And if you entered here, you would never come back and test this first lower deviation here. You would go up. You're looking for the high volume break of VWAP, which is here, right? That white line. So you're looking for the high volume breakout, which you're going to get. You're looking for the high volume break above the first upper deviation. And then after that, you're coming up to the second upper deviation, which is heavy resistance, right? So on this candle here, let's see with some trade management, right? Let me just... All right, so with an entry here, let's see if we get 6 points up. Right, so at 6 points up, we're going to trail our stop now to from entry is going to be 2 points into profit. Right, so let's see, let me draw a line right there. Right, so your stop is going to move up to this level. So luckily at this point, your stop is still going to be intact for these retests right here. So these two wicks below, your stop is still going to be intact. Now you can use your discretion here and just stop out as we break down from the first upper deviation, or you could just hold with your stop right there, 2 points above your entry. As you can see, you're not going to get stopped out. The trade is going to continue in your direction, right? So now another trailing stop is going to happen here. Let me see. Let's see here. Let's go up to 12 points. Let's see where that is. All right, so the trade moves up another 6 points. And you're going to get up to this level. That's 12 points in profit, right? Now, as you can see this here, this is a big kind of doji candle, and I think this was a news candle, right? So most likely you would want to exit somewhere here before the news, right? So you're at a target, which is the second upper deviation, right? Which is now you've secured from here to here, you've secured 8.75 points, right? Now, if you want to hold through news, you're going to get stopped out, right? Because it's going to come back and hit that 2 points trailing stop, right? The 2 points that you secured, unrealized profit, is going to be realized right there when this doji candle happens, right? So the best thing to do at this point was secure this profit right here at second upper deviation, and don't try and hold through that news. Right now, after the news takes place, as you can see, the trade is in progress. Right, if you had not moved your stop up to let's say you opened your trade here, right, and you never moved your stop up, the trade is still in progress, because when we come back to VWAP, we get this reversal here. Now, this is at your discretion if you want to re-enter at VWAP. So anytime you take profit somewhere around here, the trade comes back to VWAP and it holds. The uptrend, the long play is still in position. So you could take a long somewhere here after you see this. Let me take this off. Right, so after we get that wick down, right, so after we get that retest below VWAP, we get that pushback up, right? You could enter on the break above VWAP here, right? Do another entry here, say you enter there 4 points, or you could even make that a little tighter, probably to the swing low of this retest here. Right, so you're just underneath that 2.5 points, and you try to get back to the second upper deviation, and you're gonna get that over here. And obviously, you know, it's easier said than done because you got to do your trade management, and same principles. You're moving up 2 points into profit. When we move 6 points, another 6 points is going to be is going to move up another 4 points, right? So this here would get you up to 11.5 in profit, but you're going to have this you're going to have this rejection here. I mean this wick out right here. Now, in using your discretion, you know this first upper deviation is a heavy resistance level as well. If you don't get, when you get this push here and you start seeing this heavy selling that's going to come in, you should probably stop out. You should probably trail below this level right here and stop out. You shouldn't wait for the retest. You know, just secure the profit. Don't wait till it comes back to test VWAP. Because you're looking at this area here, this first upper deviation is a resistance area. So if you do get that heavy selling, like I mentioned in the write-up, you should probably stop out at that level, and you'd probably just secure, let's see, from this entry, you would just secure 3.25 off of that trade, right? So it's a process that you have to go through in trailing your stop and using your discretion, you know. But basically, I'm looking for the entry here because we went into something a little different right there, just the VWAP retest. But this is the Bowling Green strategy right here. Let me just reiterate that. We have the accumulation, we have the break above first lower deviation into the open. We get a little retest here. You see support is being held above first lower deviation. You could enter aggressively as soon as we open after the retest, or you could, when we get back to this open after this little wick right here, when we get back to the open, take a long. Your stop is 4 points below. Ride that up. You're almost to a heavy resistance zone. You could take your profit there. Let that heavy selling do its thing, and you just never enter the trade again. Or you could just hold this 2 points, try and hold as we pull back here. You'd still be in, and you could take that up to this level here, right, just before the news, which would take you up to around, so let's see, that's an entry of 55.64.25, and you could take profit here at around 55.74, right? So that's basically the trade setup that I'm working on the Bowling Green reversal. I need to show you guys on Bookmap how that looks as well, because there's a lot of nuances with the iceberg buying and buying absorption and stuff like that. Alright, y'all, so I hope it was helpful. I'm gonna drop some more of these videos. I'm gonna use Bookmap to demonstrate that as well when I'm taking these trades, and I'm gonna place them inside the trading development section. Alright, y'all, it's Malak Shalomo. Y'all trade safe and stay blessed. I hope this was useful. I hope it was insightful, and maybe you could use it to develop your own little strategies and stuff like that. Alright, y'all, trade safe and stay blessed.